The king still came. Somewhere along the way, Christmas became loud. It became crowded and scheduled, expectations, decorations, and distractions. We learned how to celebrate the season, but slowly forgot why it existed in the first place. The meaning didn't disappear, it just got buried beneath everything competing with our attention. Before it became tradition, before it became routine, Christmas was a moment in history where eternity stepped into time. What we celebrate was not just the birth, but the fulfillment of a promise spoken long before the world learned how to measure days. A king was coming. Darkness knew it before humanity fully understood it. From the earliest moments of creation, the enemy recognized that salvation would come through the bloodline of man. That knowledge fueled fear, and fear gave way to destruction. Kingdoms rose, children were taken, and innocents were crushed in the attempt to silence a future that could not be undone. Yet prophecy does not bend to violence. The arrival of the Messiah did not shake the earth with force. He arrived quietly, carried by obedience, humility, and faith. Heaven did not announce him to thrones or armies, but to shepherds watching fields under the night sky. The Savior of the world entered life not in comfort, but in simplicity. The Word became flesh, not as something new, but as someone revealed. The same presence that spoke light into existence now breathed the air of his own creation. The hands that formed the universe would soon be wrapped in cloth, held by a mother who could not yet comprehend the fullness of who she was holding. God chose nearness. He chose to walk among the broken rather than rule over them. He chose to feel hunger, exhaustion, and sorrow. He chose to live within the limits of humanity so that humanity could once again live within the presence of God. And still, resistance followed him. Even as a child, his life was threatened. As he grew, his words were questioned. His miracles were doubted. His passion was misinterpreted as rebellion. Yet everything he did flowed from love. He healed without condition, forgave without hesitation, and spoke truth without fear. Christmas reminds us that God did not remain distant. He entered the story personally. Through him, prayer became more than a ritual. Relationship replaced separation. The silence between heaven and earth was broken by the voice willing to speak mercy into a wounded world. But love is rarely welcomed by those who benefit from control. The same people who watched him heal later demanded his death. The hands that received bread and miracles turned into fists of accusations. He was mocked, beaten, and threatened as a threat simply for revealing truth. Still, he never turned away. He carried purpose, even as he carried the weight of rejection. The manger was always pointing toward the cross. Christmas was never separate from sacrifice. His birth marked the beginning of a mission that would cost him everything. He endured pain without retaliation, injustice without bitterness, and death without surrendering love. And when he rose, the story shifted forever. Death lost its authority. Darkness lost its grip. Humanity was given access to God once again. not through fear, but through grace. What the enemy tried to destroy became the very means of redemption. This is why Christmas matters, because the King came knowing the cost. He stepped into suffering with open eyes and an open heart. He chose love even when love was met with cruelty. This is not simply celebration. This is holy interpretation, a reminder that heaven refused to stay silent, that God did not abandon his creation even when his creation turned away from him. The King came anyway. He stepped into darkness carrying light. He entered a broken world carrying redemption. He allowed himself to be born into weakness so humanity could be reborn into strength. Christmas is proof that love does not retreat, that mercy does not hesitate, that prophecy will always unturn fear. The King still came, and because he did, hope has a name, freedom has a foundation, and eternity was rewritten forever. Merry Christmas, everyone. God bless you and your family.